Morning, you guys. Right now it is 9:25. Today is Friday. You guys already know the deal. Psycho-investigation, I lied. Biology, then psycho-investigations. I had my coffee already, so I'm just gonna take water with me. It is freezing cold outside, and I also need to go grocery shopping, and I may go after class, but I'm not really feeling it because it's cold. I may or may not go. I don't know. But yeah, we have a pretty chill day. 2 classes, then it's the weekend. So yeah, I just want to come on and start the vlog. I need to make a few phone calls really quick before class, and yeah, that's it. So I need to fix my water and get ready to head out, and I will talk to you guys along the way. Hello, we are done with class. We're about to head home. It is cold, 7 degrees outside, and I would just like to say that it should be illegal to be this freaking cold. So when I go home, I'm gonna fix myself some food. We're getting in the bed and we're gonna watch Netflix for a little bit because I just can't. Like, I really just can't right now. I'm really cold, and yeah, that's how today is going. So I'm about to go home now, and I will see you guys. I'm starting this vlog off a lot late, but it's 4:15. I'm just coming back from the grocery store. I went grocery shopping, and I thought I'd do a little grocery haul for you guys, show you guys what I got. I didn't get a lot of stuff because I still have a lot of groceries, but I did get a pretty decent amount of stuff. So where am I gonna set y'all? Hold on. Hopefully this is a good angle. Okay. First thing I got, eggs. I need some eggs. Next, I got paper towels, which I kind of didn't need because I still have like 4 rolls, but they were on sale, so I just got one. I got some bagels. We got some bagels because you toast them, eat them in the morning. They're all nice and warm. I got some butter and cream cheese for my bagels. Oh, is there something else? Oh, I got some cinnamon because I'm going to be making some French toast in the morning. And then I got the bread for the French toast. I was actually looking for like the challah bread, but they didn't have any, so this is, oh my god, this is what I settled for. I really should have just did that. Okay, next I got, oh my jeebus, some oil to fry things. Put that up here. I got some cereal, cranberry juice, love it. If you don't like cranberry juice, you're a demon. We got 2% milk. I got Ziploc bags. Coffee creamer. This is a new flavor. This is maple latte. I'm kind of excited. I haven't had coffee today, but it's a little late to be drinking coffee, so I may not have any, but there we go. Then we got this big, oh my, this is powdered sugar. So I didn't need anything this big, but this was all they had, and I was trying to find something smaller because this is huge, and like you really only need a little bit of powdered sugar on your French toast. So I feel like this is gonna last me for the rest of my life. Like, when does this expire? Obviously when I open it, I'm gonna put it in like a Ziploc bag to preserve it, so it's not just gonna be open. But this doesn't expire until 2021, so I literally have 2 years to use this, and I probably won't even use it by then, but whatever. And then I got some walnuts because I'm going to use these in a salad along with strawberries and spinach. So I haven't really figured out the whole salad dressing situation because I'm a ranch person. That's really the only salad dressing I eat. I eat ranch on everything. However, I don't really know how the whole walnut, spinach, strawberry ranch thing is going to taste. So I'll have to figure out the whole salad dressing situation. If you have any recommendations, put them down in the comments. And then last but not least, I got my favorite wine, Stella Rosa. I love Stella Rosa in general, but Stella Rosa Berry is one of my favorites. The pink Moscato is really good. Their classic Stella Rosa is really good. So this is one of my favorite wines. And because I got into grad school, you know, I'm going to celebrate. So my dad gave me some champagne. So I also got some orange juice. So we're going to make mimosas, I think, tomorrow with my French toast. But this is just a champagne that my dad gave me. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and put all of this stuff up, you know, put these bags up, and I will chat with you guys a little bit later. Okay guys, right now we're getting ready to cook some dinner. Not even dinner, I'm basically just making chicken because I'm actually a tad bit too lazy to make any type of vegetable or side. So just have the chicken seasoned and ready to go, and that needs to be thrown away. So does that. Just don't ask. But yeah, I'm about to put this in the oven. I need to do the dishes really quick, and then we're gonna eat. I'm gonna crack open this bottle of wine, and I kind of want to do like a little chit chat, girl chat, wine chat type of thing. So I need to think of something to talk about because I think I know what I want to talk about. At first I was gonna do a whole entire video on it, but I think I'm gonna just do like a little wine chat with you guys. So yeah, let me put this in the oven, let me do my dishes, and then I will chat with you guys once my food is done. Sit. 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 Sit down. Good girl. Paw. Paw. Good girl. Oh, sorry. Hello. Time for the little girl chat, wine chat. I got my wine. If you are not 21, please don't consume alcohol because that's illegal. But yeah, the main thing I just kind of want to talk about today is just like bossing up and being a better you. Let me take a sip of wine. Oh my god, so good. But anyways, just bossing up and being a better you. I think a lot of times, especially when, you know, we go through a breakup, or, you know, maybe we lose a friend or something like that, I feel like we're in a position to where, you know, things are so bad, things can't get any worse, and we're in this position where we feel like we're stuck and we're trying to figure out how to move on. And honestly, the best thing you can do, a lot of times this mainly happens when you have a breakup or someone hurts you or something like that. The best thing that you can do in those situations is to honestly boss up. And I mean that in like every aspect of your life. It's okay to be hurt. I know the big thing like nowadays is to be nonchalant and pretend like you don't have feelings and pretend like your feelings aren't hurt. But honestly, that doesn't help you. If someone hurts you, if your feelings are hurt, the only way to move on properly and to get over those feelings is to acknowledge the fact that you're hurt and then take the necessary steps to get over it. So it's okay to be hurt. And for whatever reason, if you're hurt, if someone hurts you, the only thing that you can really do is boss up. And not even boss up for the sake of, you know, showing them like, okay, this is what you missed out. But bossing up because it's making you a better you. And a lot of times we don't think about it like that. A lot of people think like, I'm gonna boss up and I'm gonna show this person what they're missing. No, you need to boss up for yourself, and they'll see it, you know, whatever. But the sole purpose should not be to boss up because you want to prove something to that person. So you literally have to boss up in every aspect of your life, financially, mentally, spiritually, physically, and you have to figure out, you know, where things are lacking in your life to determine how you need to boss up. So if that means that you need to get a better job or get another job or do whatever you need to do, go back to school, get a degree, whatever, to boss up financially, then that's what you need to do. If you need to have better thinking habits, like there are a ton of apps out there that can send you like motivational like notifications throughout the day. If that's something that you need to kind of give you that little oomph if you're feeling down throughout the day, definitely do that. One of the apps that I have, let me see what it's called. It's called Selfish Babe, and it sends me like just random notifications throughout the day of just like different quotes and stuff. There's another one that I want to download, but I can't remember the name of it. I have to find it on whoever's story I've seen it on. But if that's what you need to help yourself mentally, if you are a religious person and you need to pray a lot more, then that's something that you need to do. Learn more things. Like there's nothing wrong with bossing up educationally. Learn more things, go back to school, get yourself a degree. There's so many ways that you can boss up physically, you know, be more healthier, eat better, just do different things to help yourself. But I feel like when you boss yourself up, like you look back at the old ways and the old things that you used to do, and you just be like, dang, like that's really what I used to do. That's really how I used to think. That's really how I used to react. Like, who let me do that? Like, you really, I mean, essentially bossing up is becoming a better you. Like, that's really all it is. And there's so many different ways depending on what you feel like you're lacking in. And that's another thing. You have to be accepting and honest with yourself and be like, okay, this is where I'm lacking. This is what I have an issue with. That you have to be honest with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, then how can you improve it? Because you're not being honest. So, I mean, and there's nothing, you're not perfect. Everybody has issues. Everybody has flaws that we all need to work on. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to embrace it and accept it and put yourself in a position to better whatever that is. And you also have to realize that it's not going to happen overnight. You are not going to wake up and your mindset is going to be 100% different than it was the night before. Like, changing yourself for the better is an ongoing process. It's something that you have to work on every day. It's something that you definitely have to be motivated to do, because it's easy to say, this is what I want to change. But it's a lot different when you say, this is what I want to change. Okay, now this is what I need to do to change that part about me. That's like two completely different things, and you have to be willing to change. And if you're changing for someone else, like I said, a lot of people be like, I'm a boss up because I want to stunt on such and such. You're not doing it for the right reasons, and a lot of times it doesn't like come, like you just don't really boss up in the way that you could have if you did it for yourself. When you do stuff for yourself instead of for other people, the outcome is a whole lot different. The outcome is a whole lot better, because it's you who's pushing you and not the rejection or whatever of somebody else that's pushing you. You have to want it for yourself. You have to want it because you feel like that it's something that could benefit you. The change could benefit you. That's why you have to do it. Constantly doing stuff for other people is draining. It is tiring. It is annoying, because people's feelings and attitudes are constantly changing, and you can't keep up with that. So whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like you need to change in your life, you need to do it because you want to do it, and you feel like it's going to benefit you in some way, not because you were trying to show the next person that they should have or could have or would have stayed with you or whatever. Because honestly, sis, listen, it is 2019. If a man don't want to act right, then that's fine. There are plenty of men out here who are willing to act right. Don't settle. Don't settle for the bare minimum. Don't let someone just put in the bare minimum with you. Know what you want, know what you like, know what you don't like. Express that to that person. Don't be afraid to speak up. If they can meet those needs, then fine, let them court you properly and let them pursue you properly. And if that's something that they can't do, then leave it alone. Goodbye. It's 2019. We don't do situationships anymore, sis. Like, leave those alone. Like, we left those in 2018. We don't do situationships. If you can't court me and pursue me properly, then we can be friends. If you don't want to be friends, then we have nothing else to talk about. Don't text me anymore. Like, period. But honestly, I feel like the best thing that I've ever done was, like, just look back on the things that, you know, I used to do and seeing how far I've come. I have a long way to go. Like, I'm not perfect, and I still have a lot of things that I want to work on within myself personally. But just seeing how far I've come, it's important to look at your growth, because sometimes it can feel like, you know, you're not really where you want to be, or you're not where you feel like you should be. But it's important to look at growth, to see where you were last week, 2 weeks ago, a year ago, and see how far you've grown. Because it does kind of seem like you're in the same position that you were in, but then you actually look at your growth and you're like, oh, okay, no, I'm not in that same position. I'm not in a, you know, huge different position, but I'm not in that same position. So I've grown a little bit. I haven't grown like a ton. And any type of growth is good growth. Like, take it for what it is. Like, any type of growth is good growth. It doesn't matter if you take a half a step or one step. That's better than no steps at all. So it's just, growth is a process, and it is just something that we all need to do. We all need to look within ourselves and figure out ways to better ourselves for whatever, you know, for whatever reasons. If, you know, you didn't get the job that you wanted to get, okay, then what are the next steps for you to better yourself to maybe get another job like it, or to get another job that you apply for? Or you just really have to boss up. You have to motivate yourself. You have to be willing. You have to understand that there's some days that are going to be better than others. Some days are going to be really hard. Some days are going to be like, okay, I got this. Like, what was I complaining about? Like, you got to accept the ups and downs of life, and you got to deal with the hand that you're dealt, and you got to make the best of it. When life gives you lemons, what do? You flip it, you make lemonade, and you make you some money. Like, that's really, I mean, honestly and truthfully, find what you love to do and stick with it and focus on that. I know a lot of, it's just like, you know, when you feel like you've been hurt by somebody that you genuinely care about, honestly, it just, you're sitting there like, bro, like, what am I going to do next? Honey, you got to boss up. You have to change everything. And when I say change everything, I mean, not like you go out and be an asshole now because you've been hurt. Like, not like that type of change, but, you know, you go out and change the way you think. Change, if you were a negative person, change that. You know, get a different job. Get a job that pays more. Go back to school, you know. Just do different things that are for yourself, that's going to put you in a better position. Set your future self up now. So when the time comes, you're already set up. You've already helped yourself out for the future. You're not scrambling, trying to get things together, trying to fix things, because you've already helped yourself out. Don't let, you know, I know it's hard to say it, but, you know, when somebody hurts you, don't let that get to you, because there are going to be better days. I mean, in the beginning stages, it seems like there isn't. It seems like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. But I promise you, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to keep going. You have to keep pushing. And you have to do what you need to do to get to the end of the tunnel. You know, and it's hard, especially when it first happens. The wound is still fresh. You know, it hurts. I've been there. I've done that. I've bought the t-shirt. But what I've realized is you block a lot of your blessings by keeping people in your life that shouldn't be there. Like, if you feel like that, you know, there's this one person where things just never seem to go right, but you may really care about them, and it's just like things never seem to go right, things in your life are kind of iffy, like, that may just be the universe telling you, like, bro, this person isn't for you. And once you let them go, the blessings may start to roll in, because not everybody is meant to go with you. You know, not everyone is meant to elevate with you. Some people are a blessing, some people are a lesson. You have to let that lesson be a lesson. Stop trying to turn them into a blessing, because they aren't. And that's hard to realize like, okay, I really wanted this person to be in my life forever, but they're not meant to be. So dang, I really got to let them go. And it's hard, but at the same time, you don't want to hold yourself back because you're holding on to somebody who can't go to the next level with you. Like, they're not meant, really, Mom? They're not meant to go to the next level with you for whatever reason. Whatever is going on with them, something is within themselves. Maybe they're just not a good person for you. You know, for whatever reason, they're not meant to go to that next level with you. And that's something that you have to be like, okay, well, dang, like, I really wanted this person to be in my life. But at the same time, I got places to go, people see, and things to do, and money to make. So I really got to let this person go. And sometimes that's what you have to do, and it's gonna hurt. It's not gonna be an easy process, but you got to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And if that person's not meant to be in your life, then there's nothing you can really do, because things aren't working out, and things never seem to work out, but you're still putting in the effort to try to make it work. That's a lot of work and a lot of energy that you could be putting into something else, that you could be putting into something that you love to do. So honestly, I mean, it's hard in the beginning. Like I said, it's really hard. And I'm not telling you that it's easy. I'm not going to tell you that it's ever going to be easy to let go of somebody that you really care about, because they really just aren't meant to be in your lives. But I feel like you kind of have to take a step back sometimes and be like, okay, well, if they're not meant to be in my life, I can't elevate and go to where I need to go next, because they're holding me back for whatever reason. If it's a personality trait, you know, if it's just they're not in the mental headspace to be in that next level with you for whatever reason, it's just like, hey, like, they're a lesson, not a blessing. I need to learn my lesson, whatever it may be, and take the L and, you know, keep it moving. You will meet people throughout your life. Like, you're going to meet so many different people, and a lot of those people you're going to want to be in your life forever, but that's just, it's just not how life works. And you got to take the lessons that you're supposed to learn, and you have to apply them, and you really just have to form your own happiness and just be happy. Find the things that you love to do and put yourself into those things. Throw yourself fully into them and just make it what it is. And, you know, things will start to fall into place slowly but surely. I definitely, like I said, if you're a religious person, pray. I've been praying a lot. Like, there are some things that have happened, you know, with a guy, and it was someone that I've known for a really long time. And, you know, events happened that I wasn't expecting to happen, and it did kind of hurt me a little bit, but I realized that person wasn't meant to be in my life. Like I said, things just never seemed to go right, and my life was kind of in this place where I feel stagnant in my life, and it seems like I was trying to take steps to get to this next level, but it just, I don't know, it just seems like it wasn't working, or I mean, I don't really know. The feeling was kind of weird. And then one day, actually it was Thursday, I was like, you know what, this person can't be in my life anymore. You know, I just feel like this is the universe telling me to cut them off, because nothing seems to go right between us. And while it was hard because we've been friends for 8 years, at the same time, like, I'm putting in way too much energy and effort into something that is just not worth it anymore. And I kid you not, right after I ended up like deleting his number, like unfriending him on Facebook, and taking him off Snapchat and all of that. And literally within 10 minutes, that's when I got my acceptance letter for grad school. And it was like, I had been waiting on that acceptance letter for so long, and I was like, oh my God, like, when is it gonna come in? And I was like stressing out over it, and I was trying not to stress out over it, but I was. And then it was like literally 10 minutes after I cut this person out of my life, I was like, boom, here's this acceptance letter, here it is. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, and I mean, stuff is kind of sort of starting to fall into place. Things are starting to change. A lot of it has to do with my mindset. I feel like I'm starting to change my mindset a whole lot more now, because I'm going to be in a different place, you know, and I have to think a whole lot differently. And I'm starting to look at things like a lot differently too. And I'm starting to really do things for me, because I have a hard time with, you know, I don't like hurting people, because there are some times where I'm like, if I do this, you know, this is going to hurt that person, and I don't really want to hurt that person, but this is what's best for me. So I haven't been doing what's best for me, because I don't want to hurt someone. and it's nothing like, oh my god, like, you know, a lot of times, you know, ghosting people hurts their feelings. And, you know, a lot of times for me it was like, okay, if I try to explain to this person the situation, either they're not going to care enough to get it, or they're going to try to talk it out, and I feel like that's not what's best for me. So ghosting them may be the best option for me, but at the same time it hurts them. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to hurt them. But it got to the point where I'm like, I have to do what's best for me at the end of the day. Like, I'm not intentionally trying to hurt this person. Like, it's not like I'm doing it with malice. But at the same time, it's what's best for me. And I have to look out for myself, because who else is going to look out for me, you know? So I really had to change my mindset on a lot of things. I really had to, I started moving like a whole lot differently. I started doing things differently. I started wanting different things. You know, I've started praying for different things and praying, and you know, it's just a lot that goes into it. And it's really just me. I'm like, I need to boss up my life. You know, I'm starting to think of different things that I can do. Like I said, setting yourself up for the future you. And that's what I've started doing. Like, what steps can I take right now to set my future self up? You know, so getting a really good job for when I graduate. I ended up, before around January, the beginning of January, I did secure a post-grad job, but it was a part-time job. So now there have been other opportunities that have presented themselves to me, and they're full-time positions. So I've decided to apply for those positions and go for it. And I made sure I prayed before and I prayed after, and now, you know, it's in God's hands. If it's meant to be, it will happen. But God's projection is God's protection. So like, if you don't get something, just remember that means that God has better for you. And a lot of rejection hurts. Rejection hurts, trust me, it does. But you have to think, like, maybe I was settling. Maybe there's something like so much better for me, and I was settling for this position or this person for whatever reason. But there's better out there for me, and you have to want better for yourself. You have to want the best for yourself. So I mean, I've learned a lot over the past couple of weeks, and you know, especially with me about to go into grad school and about to get into like the workforce, like the real workforce where I'm using my degree. And there's just like so many different things that I've had to think about, and I've had to change my ways, and I've had to think about things in a different manner, because the way that I was approaching situations just wasn't helping me at all. So hopefully I've given you guys some things to think about. Oh, my camera done cut off and everything. That means I've been talking for way too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I'm gonna finish drinking my wine. Well, ain't too much in here. I may pour another glass, but I'm just gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. We're chilling for the rest of the night. It's 9:13, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next vlog. Make sure you subscribe so you catch that next vlog. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.